Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you all doing? Right, I know it's been a little while since you've seen my ugly mug, but obviously my health isn't the best at the present moment in time, so trying to keep all my good vibrations, so to speak, to myself, to keep myself going. But obviously I've seen a few things. It's April Fools. I had quite a lot that I've wanted to talk about, so let's go for it. Let's start with April Fools. To the persons, all persons, peoples, sorry, we'll just say it my way. Fuck it, we'll do it my way. To everybody that has shared this certain thing, or the creator of it, the one where the April Fools has been cancelled due to there is too much shit going on the planet to be laughing and joking about insignificant crap. We need to be focusing on the shit that's actually in front of us. Because today is April Fool's Day, and everybody does like to play a little joke on everybody. So here's some jokes for you. Theresa May, the Tory government, the fact that we're not intervening in North Dakota and never did, drilling for oil, ripping away indigenous Americans from their homelands and actually sitting there and doing absolutely fuck all. The fact that kids in DC have gone missing, hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of children have gone missing. Yet, if I break the law, you can track me via my mobile phone. 2. Malaysian bollocks, not gonna number it. Malaysian Airlines, a plane of over 200 people goes missing, can't fucking find it. Weird. The fact that we're not intervening in Yemen, the fact that we're making weapons for these fuckers, but we're not actually stopping it. We're not condoning it. We're just brushing it under the carpet and focusing on Syria. Syria, hey, another thing. What's that all about? People are telling me it's about ISIS and it's about this and it's about that, and it could be, but nobody seems to mention the oil and Golan Heights and the Israelis. Going on to the Israelis, the Palestinians are still occupied lands of the Palestinian people. And just because I rushed through all them ones to get to now, I want to talk about the latest Shane Brannigan video. I have just posted it. I will try and put the link in the box below so that you can see it as well. It features a human. We call him KitKat, because that's, I think, how most of you, if you've ever heard of him before, have seen it. First of all, I'd like to say once again, Shane, fantastic job. Thank you for keeping our streets a bit safer. I've been reading through the comments of obviously what's been going on in the live video, and people saying that we should lock him up, he's a filthy paedophile, hang him. And I just want to give my own spin on this. This is no stab at Shane or any one of his team that do his work, because obviously, as you all know, he does absolutely fantastic work trying to keep our streets safe from paedophiles, groomers, child molesters. I would like to, if Shane actually does see this video, could you give me a PM on how many Muslims that you've come across? It's just, obviously, my government like to tell me that it's Muslims that predominantly groom people and through your videos, and it could just be because I'm watching your videos and obviously Dark Justice and the other ones that are out there. I've not seen very many Muslims. Okay, they don't say Muslim across their forehead unless you actually saw a normal Muslim and then compared it to the people in front of you. You would never know. White people can be Muslims as well, but all I ever seem to see are white people. But the one I want to talk about is KitKat. I believe I have seen one of the other online activist groups that have intervened with these people before, and it has been one of his videos, but I'm not 100% sure. From the one that I'm watching at the present moment in time, which Shane posted about 8 hours ago, it seems to have a mentally ill guy, referred to him as KitKat. Yes, I don't want to soften the blow of the fact that he has been trying to groom what he thought were underage children, whether they were female, male, or whatever ages they were. But this guy does seem to, straight off the bat, have some mental issues that I think need to be addressed. To any of you that know me personally and know my partner, obviously I have to bounce this shit off of her first before I say it, because obviously the majority of the human race that watch my videos will most probably think I'm siding with the gentleman that seems to find children attractive. That is not the case. The case is that he does have mental problems, and that, he had them mental problems, I think, before he found children sexually attractive. My thing to it is, does he know right from wrong? Some people are going to go, well, he turned up, he's done it before, this, that and the other, kumbaya. But does he? To put an example, you don't know what's going on inside my head the same as I don't know what's going on your head. You can only, or I can only, judge by what you see on the outside, and what I see on the outside is a very disturbed gentleman. Whether, you take away the fact that he seems to find children sexually attractive, he does seem to have mental problems, processing, grasping, information. His speech seems to be... I'm not picking on him before people say that. I'm just pointing out the observations that I'm seeing. So I think the paedophilic tendencies is the last thing that really needs to be addressed, and it does need to be addressed. Like I said, I'm not trying to say what this guy has done, is doing, or will continue to do, I don't know, is right or wrong or indifferent. Yes, we all know that it's wrong, but unfortunately in societies where we are what we are, we have politicians that we all know have groomed children. I've said before about the Prime Minister of this once great country being a prolific paedophile, Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris, do you know what I'm saying, to name a few. So they aren't just the mundane normal people, there are people higher up the chain that obviously have these tendencies as well. And obviously it's a problem that is unfortunately addressed as a problem. I believe that it needs to be addressed like a disease. The reason I say it like that is because then we can offer treatment to somebody that wittingly takes dangerous substances, becomes addicted, is sent to prison, has the opportunity to do alcohol or drug rehabilitation. They should all be shot for hurting innocent little children. I understand that, Missy, but the people, I believe, in these videos don't actually see children. They don't touch children. They are, these gentlemen, these older gentlemen are over the age of 18 and are portraying decoys. So they don't actually touch any of them. There's a different story for people, for humans that touch children. It's wrong. I agree with you to the fact that there should be some punishment. I don't think shooting them is going to help. It needs to be dealt with, I see, and you can kind of grasp it, as I say, I suppose, as a disease. They need to be helped. The same as we could say, well, I'm going to say, it's a bit like men being attracted to men at one point in time was frowned upon. Blacks at one point, Jews at one point. In society, things become more socially acceptable. I'm not saying that paedophilia in any shape or form is condonable, but we do need to look at how we have progressed, or that they say progressed as a society. At one point we had the same distaste for gay people and for inter blacks, Mexicans with whites, and that we had problems with that at one point in our history, and we seem to overcome that. I believe, unfortunately, this is going to be socially acceptable at some point in time, whether it's 5, 10, 15 years down the line. Like I said previously, there are people high rank in government that do it all the time. As I commonly keep saying, I smoke cannabis, yet I could get locked up and sent to prison. Yet snorting cocaine in Parliament is perfectly fine. It's one rule for us and one rule for them. I do also like to say that obviously if you deal drugs, you get sent to prison. You go to prison for longer than what these people that actually touch children. to be honest, each to their own as long as they don't hurt anyone else. Well, see, I'm going to take this idea out of X-Files. They had like a colony of paedophiles. They're only men that I see, obviously, in the X-Files, but you could do it with women as well, because obviously, as much as Shane Brannigan and the other people that do these investigations knock on to blokes, and it's mainly blokes that turn up, I have seen females turn up as well, whether they're involved or not, they just happen to turn up at the time it happened. You know, they live in colonies away from us, law-abiding citizens, away from our children. Because I know I'm sitting here saying this to you now over the camera, having a nice discussion about a very disgusting topic. If it was my children, it'd be completely different. You know, their teeth would be on the floor, I'd be curb stomping them, you know, American History X kind of style. But it's not happened to me. It's never happened to anybody that I know personally, so unfortunately I have this view. But violence only perpetuates violence. Look at a fight, for instance. You couldn't have a fight between one person or two people where one throws a punch, and this day and age the other person just walks away. That just wouldn't happen. So unfortunately there are wrongs on both sides. But we deal with this situation as a situation that needs to be dealt with. I believe these online stings that are happening brings them to the surface, allows us to see who these people are, but unfortunately we are lacking in the justice kind of system. But then you would need to break it down. Has this gentleman touched a child? Does he own pictures or videos of children? Or is it just chat online? You know, it would need to be broken down, the same as murder and premeditated murder. You know, they're broken down into two pieces. You thought about killing them, or you just killed them. Do you know what I'm saying? Or the manslaughter. I think manslaughter comes into that as well. But do you know what I'm saying? It would need to be broken down. But unfortunately, as much as this good work of Shane Brannigan and many others that are out there, and the keen parents that are out there keep an eye on their children and everything else, this happens in our society. Worse things than this happens in our society, and we just need to learn to deal with them. I do always ask for your comments, as Missy has proven by putting her 2 pence worth in, which is lovely. It's nice to actually have somebody come forward and say something instead of hide behind the curtains and just twitch here and there. But we can only do so far when the justice system doesn't allow us to go any further. With that, unfortunately, in my eyes, kind of leans towards public justice. You see these videos, you see this gentleman coming out of the local shop, and people then kick the fuck out of him. Unfortunately, that doesn't help anybody. Yes, it gets rid of a little bit pepped up anger, but unfortunately the people that gave him a kicking are now in trouble. You're now using the resources of the NHS to patch this gentleman up, which kind of defeats the whole reason on why you kick the crap out of him. So obviously I do sympathise, and I do, you know, care that obviously there are victims of these vicious things that happen, but obviously we need to deal with all situations. Everybody is a victim in, you know, a certain essence, so to speak. This gentleman, as I'm using as the example, is a victim, by the looks of it, of his own self. He doesn't seem to be very cognizant. He doesn't seem to be able to, you know, function like a normal person. I don't know what a normal person is, but obviously even I can see that there are some problems with this gentleman that need to be addressed. I hope you've enjoyed my video today. I hope I haven't bored you to tears. I hope you can check me out on YouTube at Gary Son of David. Your comments, your likes, and a subscription are always welcome. So as usual, guys, peace and love.